Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate that you've come back. If you're here for the first time, awesome. Thank you for joining me. Brad here from seekfitlife.com. I'm documenting my journey to the world titles as a fitness model competitor. This is a video where I want to talk about weight loss and fat loss and the difference between the two. Now, this is for everybody out there that is watching this, that is wanting to lose weight. And you know what? I didn't even have time to set the lighting up. I didn't set the microphone. I was like, I've got to get this out into the world as fast as possible, because there is this notion that it's all about weight loss. It's all about weight loss. And people all the time, Brad, how do I lose weight? I want to lose 10 kilos of weight. I'm like, you really want to lose X amount of kilos or pounds of fat, and you want to keep or maintain as much muscle as you can. That's the goal. You see, people kind of think, well, Brad, what's the difference? Like, there doesn't seem to be a difference between weight loss. Like, if I'm losing weight, I'm going to be losing fat. What are you talking about? I mean, no. You can lose water, you can lose muscle, you can lose fat, you can lose all three. That, glycogen, that's all weight. But let's get specific, because whenever people say I want to lose weight, people then go on this behavior tangent of doing stupid shit like I used to do. Don't worry, I've made this mistake. I want to lose weight. I want to lose this around my belly. And I go to the gym and I do hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of cardio. I would, starve myself and do hours of cardio. And that's why I was skinny fat. I was skinny fat for years. 4 years. And I fucking hated it. And I was like, and I lost weight. I jumped on the scales, the number dropped. Hey, I lost weight, but I looked like shit. That's the truth. And that's because I started with the wrong psychology. I started with the psychology of weight loss and not fat loss. Because you can lose fat, and if you're just starting your training, you can lose fat and you can build muscle at the same time at the very beginning. That usually means a net increase in weight, not a net decrease. That's the truth. So when you're thinking about weight loss and you build muscle and lose fat simultaneously in the very beginning, and the number on the scale increases, that kind of fucks with your head, especially if you expect the number to go down. And so this applies to men and women. And so what do people do when they see the number go up on the scales? They starve themselves even more, and they do more cardio. It's the worst thing you can do. And I've made this mistake for years. So, take this from somebody who's made the mistake for a long time, broke through that psychology, and then now competing. So what do? You got to start off with the right psychology first, without the rah-rah, psychology bullshit. This is the truth. You need to start off with, if you want to lose weight, you really want to lose fat, and you want to keep as much muscle on your frame as possible. That's what you want to do. You want to lose fat, you want to keep muscle, or you want to build muscle. So lose fat, build muscle, right? That's the best scenario. But the more realistic scenario is losing fat and keeping as much muscle on your frame as possible. That, for women, is what's going to give you tone, and for men, is going to have you muscular. But that's the truth. So then the question is, Brad, you might be asking, how do I lose fat? Comes back to the same basics that I always talk about in my other videos. Without going into all of that, real quick, you need to restrict your calories a little bit, not starving yourself, because if you do that, you're going to be skinny fat, right? You don't want to do that. Just a little bit of a restriction. I get very specific on what that little bit is in other videos on my website, in free courses that I have. I explain how to do it properly so that you don't become more skinny fat. But real quick, you need to reduce your calories a little bit, and you need to keep your protein high, like high. And you know what? Juicing cleanses and fasting programs where your protein levels are low is not going to cut it. You need to keep your protein levels high. Your kidneys are going to be fine, right? For 95, 98% of the population, they're going to be fine. Your organs are going to be fine, right? But you need to keep your protein high. how high. I talk about this in other videos, 0.6, 0.8 grams, 1 gram per pound of body weight per day. If you want to get technical, you can use lean mass, right? But it needs to be high. And I talk about how much protein you need in other videos, but you need to have your protein levels high. And you need to train with weight. Like, you need to be in the weights area, not on the cardio machines. Do a little bit of cardio, but this thing of doing hours and hours of cardio is ridiculous. Ridiculous. You need not to never do cardio, because cardio is going to help, but cardio is a tool. It's often abused. Most people abuse it, and that's why they're skinny fat. Don't worry, I've made this mistake as well. So this is really a short video to define specifically what we're trying to achieve. Remember, we want to lose fat, we want to keep muscle. To do that, we need to create a very small calorie deficit, maintain that over time, keep our protein levels nice and high, and train with heavy weight. Heavy weight, dumbbells, barbells, fucking anything with weight on it, right? It could be fucking bricks outside on the street. It doesn't matter. It could be tractor tires. It could be body weight exercises. You'll get benefit by doing body weight exercises to a point. Your body will adapt, and then you'll need to add weight to those as well for your muscles to keep growing. But it's a good place to start. So I know I've raved and ranted on a little bit, but I come across this all the time, and I see there's mistakes I made getting repeated throughout the culture. I'm trying to help you guys. Don't fucking make the same fucking mistakes that I did. I care enough to share the message with you at, what time is it? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. You might think you need to get a life. You need to go out and socialize. No, I need to send a fucking message to the world. So look, I'm being genuine, I'm being honest with you, I'm being straight up with you. That is what you need to do. Always think fat loss, always. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, Brad at seekfitlife.com. Go to my website. I have lots of free courses that you can do to transform your body. No BS. I give them away most of them away for free, and go and check them out because they're free. But I go into all the specifics of everything I talked about. So otherwise, you can send me messages on Snapchat. I am available for everybody to, if you have questions, ask me on Snapchat as well, or Instagram stories. So thanks again for watching. I apologize for the weird lighting, the fact that I don't have a t-shirt on. It is kind of strange, but this is a message. It has to be delivered. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It supports this channel. Remember to reach out to me. Have an awesome night, and I'll see you soon.